All right, what's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? It's Kazawan at the New York City Auto Show. I'm going to be showing you guys around here. As you can already see, I mean, I did show you kind of some of the Kia inventory, but we're going to be going over some of the other vehicles out here today. I'm in the Honda section right now. Honestly, it seems like Honda is one of those companies right now who doesn't have the most impressive new vehicles to show off, but we'll take a look and see what they got. I think Honda and Hyundai are really lacking when it comes to pickup trucks. They got the most unimpressive trucks, honestly, and a lot of it has to do with just the design. It looks super unmasculine, honestly, more feminine looking, you could say, compared to things like the Toyota Tacoma and what Ford has to offer. So the design doesn't appeal to the primary target of the vehicle. Now we're entering the Buick and GMC Center. We got the EV Hummer over here. Wonder if this thing is electric. I feel like it might be. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think GMC is making electric pickups just yet. Definitely not, as you can see. All right, looks like we have another electric vehicle over here. Or is it? It's all locked up, so it's got to be something new. Yeah, it's looking like it's an electric vehicle, maybe a hybrid, and the exhaust is just hiding. Oh, Sierra EV Denali Edition 1. Okay, so it is an EV. 2024. I wonder if it's already available for sale. I haven't seen any of these on the road yet, or even really any videos made about them. This thing looks pretty cool. '24 Invista Sport Touring. How much does this thing cost? $28,300. That's not bad. Okay. Hey, this is not bad for $28,000. Get 2 digital displays, including a digital display for your speedometer. Got some driver assistance features. And the steering wheel is nice. You got a D shape. It's leather wrapped. Nice comfortable armrest. And the blue stitching, it kind of really sticks out, honestly. Like, it almost looks like it's lit up, but it's not. It's just stitching. So I like it. This is a pretty nice sporty design. And for a $28,000 vehicle, Seems like it's pretty good quality. I mean, it looks cool and everything. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised with it, but if we're talking about reliability, Buick's out of the question. EV Chevy pickup. Okay. The new Silverado looks pretty cool. It's bigger than I didn't realize the Silverados were that big. It's pretty cool. But it looks really like a basic truck. So that, you know, the people that are going to be buying the new Silverado are definitely not Tesla Cybertruck fans, because that is like a basic looking truck, but it's just an EV. The Cybertruck tried to reinvent the wheel and do something completely different. All right, Acura. Not expecting too much over here either. I mean, it's also Honda, right? But I mean, this one looks pretty cool right here. Type S ZDX. Cool. I like it. I mean, oh, vehicle's locked. It must be a new model or something. Yeah, this actually looks pretty cool. You know, Acuras are reliable. They are Honda. I wish I brought my AirPods so it's not too loud for you guys, but I guess it's nice for you guys to hear everything going on too, not just my voice. Yeah, I mean, like some of these vehicles, like the new Honda Accord, just really basic looking, you know? Nothing really exciting in terms of design. That is so basic. They really just adjusted the grille a little bit. Probably made the headlights a little thinner to give it a little bit more of a modern looking appeal or design, and that's all they really did. But it just looks like a really basic, uninteresting car for boomers. And that's definitely not what you want in this day and age when the people buying sedans keeps decreasing every single year. More people are going towards SUVs and pickups. All right, I'll just go by the new Kia K4 real quick, just so you guys can see again what it looks like, because I didn't have it on the live stream earlier. So this is the K5, the bigger version, and this is the K4. They are extremely similar looking, but one thing you will notice is that the K4 doesn't have handles on the back seats. It's a new thing. And again, the K4, that's the redesigned Kia Forte, the K4. They changed the name as well. Kia's changing a lot of their vehicles' names, especially in the sedan setup. And pretty much all of them are going to begin with the letter K followed by a number. The higher the number, usually the higher, value that the vehicle is. The more you get with it, the bigger it is. I'm personally a big fan of the Kia Forte. I used to have one back in the day. I like the ones that, are being made right now. Not the redesigned ones, but the ones that, like the 2024, for example. I like the 2024 Kia Forte Coupe. Not Coupe, but Forte regular. I'm not the biggest fan of the old design. The new design, I think, is probably better for the most part. There are some things that look a little funky, like the no handles in the back, but I think most people will get used to that. And it does definitely look a lot more modern. We're gonna go around here. and see what else we can find. All right, I'm gonna go to the Subaru section now. Let's see if we got anything new over here. I know Subaru's introducing some hybrids pretty soon, and more electric vehicles. So we'll see if we find any of those over here right now. All right, pretty cool work they did over here. Put some fake mud on this vehicle. It's really just paint, but I mean, obviously it's just a display. So what else could you expect? But that's a cool form of artwork for everyone walking by to see, what the vehicles are capable of. A lot of people aren't a big fan of that thing right there, but what that is anti-glare, so the sunlight doesn't bounce back off of the hood into your eyes. But it offers that benefit, but at the same time, like I said, a lot of people don't like it because it just doesn't look that good in many people's opinion. This is the new Subaru Crosstrek. It was recently, I don't think it was redesigned, but refreshed pretty significantly, so it looks a lot more modern now. And this one right here in particular, forgetting what the trim level is. Oh, it's the Sport, right? Sport. That's why it has the yellow accents. But I'm actually a big fan of this color. I think it looks really beautiful. And that blue I think looks pretty nice too, but I don't think I'd buy another blue car. I've already had 2 of them. So yeah, and this is the Solterra. A lot of people aren't a big fan of this vehicle. Toyota's version of it is basically the exact same, very minor differences. And Toyota's version is called like the BZ4X. It's just not a very good vehicle as far as EV goes. Nowhere close to Tesla, and it's had a lot of problems. So hopefully they either get rid of it and replace it with a better EV if they decide to continue to go in that direction, at least somewhat, or they just really just kind of rebuild it, at least mechanically, so it's just more reliable. And really I don't know, they got to do something about the price too, because most people don't want to spend that much money for an EV that's not coming from Tesla or major luxury brands. All right, and we all know Volkswagen has been struggling recently. I mean, they still sell a ton of cars, obviously, but in terms of reliability, let's just say if you're getting a new Volkswagen, it's highly recommended you lease them. They kind of got, some of what they've been having, nothing super new and crazy, kind of the same designs. But I actually haven't gone over here. I'm excited. Let's go. Wow, they got Rolls-Royce supercars. This is cool. Very cool. I think this is the new electric Rolls-Royce. Just take a look at it. Yep, definitely electric, as you can see. Lamborghini.
That's just beefy. That's just beefy.
Michael Strahan vehicle. Lamborghini LM002. So this is just an old vehicle that Lamborghini decided to showcase. That's cool. I like this one though. Even if this was old, I would definitely want it. Very nice. Reminds me of the Porsche 911.
The dream is.
I think I'm going to pause the stream real quick. Hold up. Yeah, I might be pausing the stream every now and then just because I want to take some videos and photos for social media. So if the stream does pause, bear with me. Karma, is that a new brand? It looks like it. I've never heard of them. Looks very cool. That's a very elegant looking vehicle. I like it. Something Bruce Wayne or James Bond would drive for sure. And then we got the Bentley over there. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that design. I know all I'm talking about is design here. I do care about, obviously, the mechanics as well, reliability, but...
That's what it probably like $400.
All right, as you can see, we got another new vehicle coming from Karma. I'm not sure which manufacturer owns them unless they're self-owned. But I've never really heard of that brand. Maybe once or twice. But I didn't know they were like a car manufacturer. That's a pretty cool name though. I mean, Karma. You got to be a pretty positive person if you're going to buy a vehicle like that. So we got some new police vehicles. I like it. Can't wait to see police driving the Cybertruck. That'd be awesome. 2024 Blazer EV police pursuit vehicle.
Oh wow, that's great.
This is the Silverado EV. I think we saw one earlier too. This one just has a different color. Chevy's been doing pretty good recently. I'm not sure about in terms of sales, but I look at the reliability ratings, which could be definitely rigged, right? The reliability ratings definitely could be rigged, but they've really been like in the top, 10 to top 5 pretty consistently over the past few years. So Chevy's, an American brand, is definitely becoming a lot more reliable, which is definitely good. And as you can see here, as I'm in their section, they have a lot of good, cool-looking vehicles as well. So the future looks pretty bright for them, especially with the introduction of some EVs. Maybe I shouldn't say that because I'm pretty sure all the manufacturers besides Toyota, besides Tesla, are losing money on all of their EVs that they're trying to sell. But they got a bright future, and especially if they follow suit with Toyota, which I'm sure a lot of manufacturers will start to do and already have started doing. If they start selling hybrids, they got a lot going for them. Very cool looking headlights. Not bad. Along with the fog lights, of course. Very modern looking. Yeah, modern looking designs inside and out. I might have to buy a Chevy, honestly. I mean, something I gotta consider at least. But I've really been liking what I've been seeing from Chevy. and Kia so far. And Toyota, yeah, Toyota definitely for sure too. You know, with the redesigned Tacoma and Camry coming out, those two vehicles look a lot better. Although with the Tacoma, obviously they didn't reinvent the wheel because it's just such an iconic vehicle. Of course, you're not going to change it completely. Otherwise, they might lose a lot of customers who aren't a big fan of such a drastic change. So even though they changed a lot of it on paper, like the percentage-wise of how many parts have changed, it still looks relatively similar to how it did before. Just a lot more modern now, which is really all they needed. All right, let me go through the Ford section real quick. Not sure what to expect here. And after Ford, we're gonna go check out Nissan, which I'm kind of excited for because they got the new Nissan Kicks out here, which is newly redesigned. Okay. Oh snap, I can even sit inside of here. Cool. All right. Yeah, so this is the Ford Lightning, I'm assuming, which I think I was informed that they're not going to be selling too many of these anymore. They're deciding to go a different direction, sell more gas and hybrid vehicles. But nonetheless, they still have it out here. And yeah, I mean, this is a cool vehicle for sure. It's definitely, I think, I'm kind of a fan of the Lightning, honestly. I'm a fan of it for sure. I wonder if they were actually planning on making this before the Tesla Cybertruck unveil.
He's getting out in a second.
Got a regular power outlet here, 12 volt. And a fully digital display. Okay, that's cool. Press a button and it goes up and goes down. I actually haven't seen that before. I didn't know that either. Got 3-stage memory seats.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Right. This is the Maverick. It's like the $20,000 pickup truck, but I'm sure it's selling for a lot more than that.
Yo, the Raptor is the best.
Pretty cool though. I mean, it's a pretty small truck, honestly.
Raptor R is small.
This was like plastic, honestly. I don't think it's like that on the other vehicles. But yeah, that was the Lightning that I was in.
We're heading out here if you want.
And this is a very, very basic truck.
Thank you. Are you taking a picture?
No, go ahead. Yeah, I couldn't see myself driving a truck like that. It just looks too basic, too affordable. even if you can't afford a vehicle that costs a lot more than that, you could still find something better. It might not be a truck, but it could make you feel better when you're driving it for sure. All right, this is cool. Looks like a new Mustang. I'm sure it's not entirely redesigned either, but nonetheless, it's still cool. Nice design. Oh man, I was thinking of buying a Mustang a while ago. You know, a V6, of course. People would roast me for it, but I like Mustangs, man. I hope they don't discontinue it like the Camaro, but I'm sure if they did, they just bring it back. I'm sure that's what Chevy's doing as well. They're going to bring back the Camaro, probably redesigned in a few years, hopefully sooner, because I really, was kind of a little bit of a fan of the vehicles. They just weren't selling a lot, I guess. but you know, it's iconic. They got the Camaro and Transformers. This is the new Bronco. I heard some people say that they're more impressed with the Bronco than the Land Cruiser. So I'm actually going to have to sit in this one and just test it out myself. Maybe I won't. I don't know. There's a lot of people over here.
It's one thing to know it all. It's another to do it all. Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150. Tough this smart can only be called an F-150.
Oh, that's cool. They got the backup camera right there.
Think again. This isn't your average arena. This is the
Bronco Everglades right here.
An outdoor adventure playground where you and your crew can enjoy the wild and true Bronco spirit. At the off-rodeo, you'll take part in a range of thrilling outdoor.
Oh, interesting. The buttons for the windows are actually right here, apparently. It's such a strange place to put them, but I guess it makes sense because the doors can be taken off.
Personalized instruction from industry expert guides and a Bronco.
Yeah, there's literally no doors on this one, but
If you already own or have ordered a qualifying
I'm sure you can put them on.
off-road
I'm assuming it comes with doors.
education at any
You
location.
just don't have it on this one to showcase it better.
Pretty sweet. Done tackling the terrain?
That makes sense now why the buttons aren't on the doors, though, like I was saying. You know, when the doors are off, when you're doing something crazy off-roading.
So, upgrading your off-road driving, finding your outdoor community, and leaving your fears in the dust sounds like your speed. Let's just say we know a place. Welcome,
I mean, it's
Bronco Off-Road.
the buttons for the windows are, I don't know, probably there. So there's less wiring involved with the doors, which allows you to take them off. That's why the buttons are in the center, I'm assuming. That's cool. I'm low-key getting a little hungry. For real.
Downstairs as we get there in a minute. This is
All right, some more Ford SUVs over here. Looks like no one's inside of this one, so oh, it's locked. That's fine. That's tough. I don't even think this is anything new. 2025 Explorer ST. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely not new. It's a pretty cool looking SUV, you know, for business people and all. All right, Nissan, new Nissan Ariya. I mean, it's been around for, I think, a couple years now, but it's a pretty cool EV. I think compared to the others, I like this one more. Of course, there's always going to be some caveats. The Nissan Leaf, I think they got to do something with the grille, man. I mean, I know that the name itself is kind of feminine and doesn't sound like something a guy would buy, but it looks so unaggressive. It looks so unaggressive. They got to do something with the front of it. Rims, they're interesting. I'll give them that. I'm not sure if I'm a fan. Yeah, I mean, it's a hatch. I don't know. When I see the Nissan Leaf, I just kind of get reminded of Honda and how their previous designed Civics look like. You know, just not aggressive, kind of old looking. This is another Ariya right here. Yeah, it looks really cool, and I really like how the badge lights up. I don't think a lot of manufacturers have that right now. Their logo actually lights up. You know, if you're trying to do marketing, if you're talking about marketing, that's a great idea. Make your logo light up. And then on the back, the badging for, you know, the trim level and the Nissan name, it's like a really nice looking metal finish. It's got a really nice metal looking finish. Really smart. Really makes the vehicle seem a lot more premium, which a lot of these manufacturers are trying to do right now. You know, they don't have They're obviously not Porsche, but they're making their vehicles look like they could compete with all these high-end vehicles like Porsche, especially Kia. And this is the Nissan Rogue. I think the design is relatively how it's been since it was first introduced, the new remodeled version in 2021, I believe it was. But the grille might have been adjusted just a little bit. Might be tripping. I think it's exactly the same, but you know, some minor tweaks and fixes. Yeah, this is a nice vehicle. You see the texture on the seats too. They're well built. Got some power shades right here. Got the Pro Pilot Assist right here. It actually works really well. I tested it out myself. Looks like a 12.3-inch touchscreen display. Fully digital speedometer right here. And then this gear shifter, I'm actually kind of a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan, but I'm a fan. You don't need something really big. Something small like that works just fine. 2 USB Type-C ports. Obviously, I can't go over all these vehicles right now, all the features. I'm just pointing out some things I noticed. But this is the Z. I've actually never seen this in person before. It replaces the 370Z, Nissan 370Z. And it's just called the Nissan Z now. And since it was introduced, I feel like the hype kind of died down a little bit because people are saying that the Supra is just way better. But I don't know. I've always been a fan of this thing, especially if you hear how it sounds. I got to hear again the comparison of how this sounds versus the Supra. But when I heard how this sounds on YouTube, when I saw it in a video, I got to say it sounds great. And I would definitely love to see myself pulling up and with this vehicle to places like weddings, you know, hangouts. It's a very nice, cool vehicle. I wish I hope that soon they will be making a hybrid version that's just a lot more fuel efficient without sacrificing performance, because it's a very cool vehicle. And I think the design is underrated. Usually, you know, a design like this, I would say, is not the most aggressive. It looks more like classical, and I actually kind of like that. That kind of reminds me of, you know, some James Bond type stuff. I like it a lot. You know, it doesn't look feminine, but it's just not super aggressive looking. Like overly aggressive, but very sporty. It definitely looks sporty. I love it.
8.4 inches of ground clearance, perfect for the winters here in the Northeast. We on top of that.
Tour the new GTR. I don't think it was redesigned though. It's probably just a new year model.
Right into the headrest. Pretty cool stuff with the new kicks. Talk to a product specialist. We will hook you up with additional information. Over here is our Kicks 360 band, and our brand ambassadors are going to hook you up with some races. And so you post this video on social media. Super easy to do that. You're going to use the hashtag Nissan Kicks and @Nissan USA. Post that video, boom, you're getting some 3 races. Again, we're showing off the new kicks. So it makes sense. What else we got going on? Right over here, we have our GTR garage. You can fit inside a GTR diesel with 600 horsepower and even walk away with 338. We also have the Ashbear on all electric monologue and the black. But not least, Shuri is coming up right here on the main stage in just about 15 minutes or so, top of the hour. You'll have another opportunity to win some cool prizes to your Nissan. Stick around, check with our product specialists. We're going to send you emails from insurers. We appreciate your time so much. Welcome to Nissan.
Yeah, they got to reintroduce this thing with a new design. New design to breathe some more life into Nissan. I mean, they're doing a lot of good things, a lot of the right things right now, I think. But the GTR design, as it is right now, has existed for a while, so it's just a little old. People want to see something new, you know?
Four-wheel drive, you have to go.
The Sentra, I think, looks pretty good too. It has a new Nissan logo, of course, with the white in it. I don't think Not all of them have that, I believe, but I think it's a pretty good value for its money right now. And they got some pretty good lease deals going on for this one. I've heard people talking about them. It looks pretty sporty for what it is. You know, it's really not that fast. It only has like 147 horsepower, I believe. Yeah, this one has 149, and it's the SR trim, which is like the sporty version. I like the interior though. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan, honestly. Not a big fan, but I'm a fan of the looks of the vehicle and the quality of the material, what it has to offer, given the price range. And you know, it's got great gas mileage. Great, pretty decent gas mileage. Even if it is supposed to be a trim that's, you know, sporty, it's not very sporty, but you still get the good gas mileage, which is nice. You know, I guess that's all they're going for. I mean, Kia does the same thing with the Forte. They got the Forte GT line, which is, you know, it just makes the vehicle look a lot more sporty, just like the GT. But the GT line just offers only the appearance of a sporty vehicle and not the function of it. That's kind of what Nissan has done with its Sentras and other trim levels on their other models. But this is the new, must remain locked, the new kicks right here. Pretty exciting. Looks way better than the previous kicks. I'm sure the price is probably going to go up a little bit, but man, this is awesome. Also, this is obviously probably the highest trim level, so the basic trim level is not going to have all this technology and all these features, but yeah, this looks a lot better than the previous kicks. And I think the previous kicks didn't even have that old of a design either. It looked pretty decent as well, but this just makes it look so much better, so much higher quality. So many manufacturers are doing that with the headlights right now, or the rear lights actually, just making it do like a 90-degree angle. A lot of manufacturers are just doing the 90-degree angle with their headlights. I really like this though. Reminds me of, you know, the Rogue's headlights a little bit, but a little bit of a different spin on it, because all the lights seem to actually be connected. There's not like a gap in between the top lights, the headlights, and the fog lights. What is this? This is also a Sentra? No, this is the Versa, right? Oh my gosh, yeah. So in the back, nothing too crazy, but in the front of the Versa, it actually looks really cool in my opinion. I mean, that was a bit of an over-exaggeration, but for the price of this vehicle, I think it starts below $20,000. Not this specific trim level, but the base. You get a pretty cool looking vehicle on the outside. I find it pretty impressive. Pretty cool. I like it. Oh, and what was the cost of this one? Let me read it real quick. That gas mileage, you know, given the horsepower and the pound-feet of torque, I imagine the gas mileage would honestly even be a little bit higher, but maybe that's just me being too used to the gas mileage that's received on hybrids, and this is no hybrid currently. Yeah, so this one, I think it's like a higher trim level, and it goes for $22,920. That's not bad. And this is, you know, Nissan's competitor to the Tacoma. It's been around for a long time, but they recently just redesigned it. The Kia Frontier. I'm a big fan of the redesign. I think it, you know, definitely in terms of design competes with the Tacoma. It's very similar to the new redesigned Tacoma. I'll have to think about which one I like more, honestly, but I'm, you know, to say the least, I'm a big fan of this. I wish all the manufacturers would stop doing these fake vents, though. I do find it very annoying. Like, just for looks, you're gonna add something that has absolutely no function. I don't like it. They know we don't like it, but they keep doing it because I guess the vast majority of people can't even tell that it does absolutely nothing. It's just for looks. Make the vehicle look good using design choices that actually impact performance in a positive way. That's what I want to see. You got a front-facing camera right there too, and it's actually like pointed down. I wonder if you can. Nah, you probably can't make it move, but that's still cool that it has one in the front. A lot of high-end vehicles still don't have front-facing cameras, believe it or not. right, I think I'm pretty much done with this area over here. Nissan, I think I saw pretty much all they have to offer. So I believe we got to go back that way now because we already checked out Chevy as well. Thrill Street. Cool. Yeah, man. The Rogue is a good vehicle. It looks great, honestly. I'm not the biggest fan of the gap in between the headlights, but I think it looks good. Still looks great. Another Sentra right here. Very nice colorway. I like it. Very sporty. You know what I like about Nissan too is, you know, their speedometer, obviously it's not fully digital, but the mini speedometer, I mean not mini speedometer, but the mini display where the speedometer is at actually really kind of reaches all corners that are available for screen to be, instead of, you know, giving up real estate to just useless black plastic or, you know, useless glass that's not doing anything. So I like it. All right, yeah, we already looked at these. Cool. So I've been seeing good things from here so far. I already ate pretty good this morning, but I'm still hungry. And I need a haircut. It's getting pretty late, but hopefully I can still find a barber to cut my hair. Because I gotta be looking fresh. It's been like over 3 weeks, I think, you know? That's kind of the max for me. 3 weeks, need a new haircut. Shouldn't be going longer than that without a haircut. Man, I wish I could go inside a Porsche, man. I haven't been inside too many Porsches, honestly. Like so far in my life. That's a pretty good looking one though. Oh, way too zoomed in. That's a pretty good looking Porsche. All right, that's the electric one. Looks really cool. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan, big supporter. I like it. It's cool, very cool. Exit over there. Oh, snap. Oh, this is, I think, the redesigned Forester? No way. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's not a full redesign, but like a refresh. Maybe it's considered a redesign, but it doesn't look that different from the back, at least. But it looks a lot better than it did before. A lot more modern. A lot of brands are doing this. They're connecting the rear lights either with an actual light or with just color. Okay, and you can actually go inside too. All right, that's the same thing that Toyota's doing. You know, they're using these types of colors on the rims. I wonder who started it. I think it was Toyota. You know, being more playful with the rim colors. Nice materials inside. You got fabric that's very soft right here. Hard plastic right here. Privacy glass, of course. Vinyl seats. You have a USB Type-C port, USB Type-A. I think they should just move to 2 USB Type-C ports, honestly. I mean, that's the direction we're moving in. We're going to be there completely very soon. But I'm happy that this is a prototype vehicle, but you could still take a look at it. I like it. Oh, man.
Thank you.
All right, and then this Forester, of course, adds that big famous touchscreen that Toyota's been using. Not Toyota, but Subaru has been using in all their newer vehicles. This is pretty trippy to stand on, honestly. But yeah, it's still got that kind of mini screen right there behind the steering wheel. They updated the big touchscreen display in the middle. Before it was a small one, so it's a lot more like the Outback. A lot more like the Outback now in terms of technology. And yeah, definitely the headlights got a little better, more modern looking. The grill, I think, it got a little bit beefed up as well. I like it though. Definitely looks a lot better. There's a lot of big fans of the Forester because of the headroom and the big windows, and it looks like it has completely maintained those two advantages. So I think everyone, a lot of the old people, even the boomers, you know, who are big fans of this vehicle, are gonna want to purchase a new one. Some will say no just because they don't like the technology, but I think eventually they'll decide it's all right. Let me just purchase it, you know, because it just looks so much better. It was about time for the Forester to get a refresh, and they finally got it. Refresh or redesign. This is actually so trippy to walk on. Like I think I've been on stuff like this before, but I feel like I'm wearing those drunk goggles, you know, you wear in school. Anyways. Got the Subaru BRZ, which is just like you kind of heard there, pretty much the exact same thing as the BR86, GR86, excuse me. This is actually a nice color though. Never mind about the blue colors. I might buy another blue car soon, who knows. It just probably wouldn't be my first color choice. The new WRX, I'm kind of with everyone in terms of not really liking the design of it, but it is a very, very good car, and it is pretty fun to drive. I've driven it. Hopefully they come out with another redesign soon, because they know that people don't like what they put out last time, and they give us more to offer. That's the Impreza over there. Not interested in checking that out. Okay, well, I haven't seen other brands do this so far. They put it over a destroyed vehicle over here, just to show how safe their vehicles are in crash tests. OG Outback, I'm assuming. Much smaller than it is now. Much lower to the ground. Oh, this is a Forester actually, my bad. But yeah. Another Forester. Subarus are very safe vehicles, for sure. This is the current Forester. So a new one's about to come out. You might be able to already buy the new one, I'm not sure, but this is what it looked like right before. So yeah, definitely the front was definitely updated to look more modern. It doesn't look too bad right now, but it definitely looks way better than it looks way better now than it did before. And yeah, like I'm getting those Honda Civic vibes with these rear lights. It just looks kind of similar. And a lot of brands are actually still doing this. I was thinking this is a new thing. I mean, it's kind of similar to like the 90-degree angle that I was talking about earlier that a lot of brands are doing with the rear lights and the front lights, but just like slightly different. You know, it's got the two corners coming out, kind of like the new Tesla Model 3 design. It has the same design for rear lights in the back, but they just look more modern on the Tesla.
We are proud to have helped more than 420,000 animals so far.
All right, let me go see if I can get on a test drive or something. Yeah, the front of the Corolla looks pretty good. I've been telling people though, they gotta do something about the back because it just doesn't match the styling of the front, in my opinion. It looks way less aggressive in the back. Not a big fan of the back of the Corolla, but the front looks pretty good. Oh, Infinity. They got Infinity over here. Okay. Yeah. This is the new Infinity EV, I'm assuming. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, very big. I'm sure it has a range of, about 300 miles.
I'd like to see the inside of it.
It is pretty nice. Hopefully Infinity can make a comeback because they've been putting out some pretty boring vehicles recently, but this one looks pretty exciting.
Good afternoon, New York Auto Show, and welcome to
Very nice big displays.
My name is Aphrodite. I am just one of the product specialists here at Infinity.
I wonder what that does.
We have an all-new 2025 QX80. So once you enter our display,
Looks like that just moves the whole of the seat, the whole seat.
designed and redesigned inside and out, starting with a brand new twin-turbo V6 engine that was 150 horsepower right out front. Now, in addition to that, you'll also notice a refashioned grille. Now, that grille has been redesigned and inspired by the Japanese bamboo forest. Those signs and that grille run towards that animated 3D logo that is all new for the 2025 QX80. Now, as you walk up to the vehicle and enter, the door handles will actually pop out so that you can grab them. Upon entry, you'll be greeted by semi-aniline leather seats.
Taking some inspiration from Tesla with the door handles here.
13.3-inch displays that are lined up to look like one. This is called a monolith display. Now, as you circle around to the back, you'll notice there is also quite a bit of cargo space, 30% more cargo space than the previous generation. Now, inside the vehicle, you'll find quite a bit of comfort.
Yeah, so this vehicle has existed before. It's just now going to be fully electric, at least on some trims.
Now, in the third row, you'll also find that we've got heated seats. So there is not a bad seat in the house.
Wow, heated third row seats. That's pretty cool.
Now, circling the QX80 here at our display, you'll also find 4 interactive displays. Each of these displays demonstrates a feature that you will encounter inside that QX80. Starting with a personalized ambient lighting, which showcases 64 different colors to choose from inside that QX80 to make it
That's pretty good.
personal.
64 is not bad.
To the individualized audio that allows you to sequester the sound to the front row so no one hears.
Not sure why it can't just be RGB though, but
All the way to the Klipsch audio system. Now there are 24 speakers inside this all-new 2025 QX80. Now if you're an audiophile,
did she say 24 speakers? Wow.
It's
a lot.
Been around since the 1940s, and it puts out around 1,200 watts of pure sound. Now the final display will talk about biometric cooling. So what is biometric cooling? Biometric cooling is a way that your vehicle monitors the temperature of the passengers in the second row. So if, for example, somebody in the second row is running a little bit hot, the vehicle actually sets that and sends some cool air over to the second row. Now, if you don't want to see the QX80, but I bet you will, we've also got some other Infinity vehicles here at the display. We have a QX50, a QX55, and 2 QX60s, as well as a giveaway. We've got a leather keychain to give to you and it is branded with the Infinity logo. So come on over, check this out. Again, my name is Aphrodite, and I look forward to seeing you in a little bit.
That's pretty cool. I heard what she said. In the second row, the car can detect the temperatures of people and adjust the AC accordingly. If I heard that right. I wasn't completely paying attention to what she was saying. All right. I'm excited to see what Hyundai has to offer. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Hyundai's got some cool looking cars, man. I love that. Looks like two big pixels. Very, very cool. The problem is sometimes they got... Nah, I'm not going to say it's a problem. I was going to say sometimes the cars just look really, really cool. But inside and when you're actually driving, it's not all that. But I can't say that because I haven't actually personally driven really any of them. But this looks cool. I think this is it's the Elantra N, the sports version of it. Oh man, the new Sonata though, it looks so cool. I just wish the Hyundai badge wasn't so big. I wish they offered you the opportunity to like black it out or something so it just doesn't stick out that much because, Hyundai's still not known for being super, super cool, but they got super, super cool vehicles. Like this thing looks so cool, especially when it's like in black or, really any other color besides red. And when it's nighttime or when it's raining outside, it looks awesome. Love, love, love the lights. And the front and the back ones are pretty good too. This is the Elantra. So you got like the silver connecting the two headlights. Man, those are so thin. It's wild. I mean, it's not as thin as it appears. And obviously, right here is also a headlight. But it looks good. But yeah, in the middle, it's a silver bar. It's not actual light like the Sonata has, I think. And the Ioniq 6, a lot of people say this takes inspiration from one of the Porsches. I can definitely see it. Looks really cool though. I just get like really retro vibes with this type of vehicle. And they got one costing $37,500. It's not too crazy, but a 240-mile driving range is not really good. A lot of times it's a lot less than that too when you're actually driving. It's just an estimate. Looks really cool though. Notice they don't have like a big badge on the steering wheel, which I really like. I just wish they would do that with the front of the vehicle. Huge, huge, huge Hyundai badge. At least it's like kind of like a metal finish. Doesn't look that bad, but it doesn't look good. The new Elantras also have like ambient lighting inside. A lot of people don't like really that bar right there. I think it's kind of cool, but all the Elantras are pretty slow cars. Even the N's aren't that fast. Actually, I'll take that back. I mean, it's pretty fast. I think it does like 0 to 60 in 6 point something seconds. But yeah, the bar is kind of just unnecessary. I think Hyundai thinks it's a cool design piece, but most people just find it inconvenient for the right side passenger. Polestar, I believe, is also owned by Volkswagen. They've really been seeming to pop off a little bit recently. another EV alternative to Tesla. Pretty cool looking logo too. I don't know about the vertical screen though. I don't know if I like that. I guess Tesla does that too, I think. So it should be fine. No, I think Tesla does I don't think Tesla does the vertical anymore, right? It's like horizontal. If I'm remembering correctly. Maybe they got some models where they still do it horizontally. Yeah. It's unfortunate that they lock up some of these vehicles. I mean, yeah, I can stand and look at it in person, but that's not that different from seeing it online in photos. Seriously. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Wow. It's pretty sweet.
Over-the-air software and hardware update support, Hyundai Pay in-car payment system, and so much more. The Tucson and Santa Cruz are ready for whatever adventures await. If electrification is what you're looking for, you can choose from our hybrids, plug-in hybrids, or our award-winning electric vehicle, the Ioniq 5, Ioniq 6, and our newly redesigned 2024 Kona EV. Some of which you can experience firsthand in our ride-along experience today, including the World Performance Car of the Year, the Ioniq 5N. And if you have passion for performance, make sure to check out our N lineup of vehicles located at the far
Yeah, this is what I'm
end
talking
of
about.
our
Not very athletic looking.
track ready and engineered to deliver true performance.
I'm sure it's a decent truck. It's not that impressive in terms of looks. Just looks. This looks kind of cool. It's probably something like a Land Cruiser competitor.
We thank you so much for stopping by Hyundai and making us a part of your journey.
Yeah, Hyundai's been doing really good when it comes to the design of their vehicles, minus their trucks. Oh man, there's such a huge line. All right, that line's kind of crazy. I would love to go in those vehicles, but I'm not trying to wait that long. Oh, here we go. This is a good view.
glass in the front doesn't really matter.
I'll be back. These Genesis looking pretty cool.
Okay. Why you took a video? No, I've never.
Just remembered that these are Genesis's Hyundai's luxury brand. So really, this is Hyundai. These are some good-looking vehicles. The grill definitely reminds me of Bentley, but it actually doesn't look too bad in this one. Oh man, that looks really cool. I wonder if that's a concept or is that a real thing? That's a really, really cool looking car. It is a concept though. I owned a Lexus IS 250. And this looks really similar to it, you know. I had a 2014. 10 years later, the design really hasn't changed that much. It's a good looking design. Maybe they should, you know, do a little something to it. Because it's starting to look just a little outdated. People are already used to that design now. You gotta keep it fresh.
There is also a heated third row inside the QX80, so there is not an uncomfortable seat in the house. Now, as you circle around behind the vehicle, you'll also find that piano key inspired lighting that you may have seen in the front of the vehicle. So come on over to the display. We have 4 interactive activities for you here at Infinity. Each of these activities will demonstrate a feature that you will encounter inside that QX80. Starting with the ambient lighting that features 64 different ambient lighting colors inside the QX80 to allow you to visualize the vehicle.
All right, these are pretty big.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
This is also kind of like a Land Cruiser. That's cool. I forget that luxury car manufacturers make vehicles like this, meant for off-roading. I'm sure the RAV4 is soon gonna get a new redesign too, because that design has been around, I think, since 2019. It's been about 5 years.
Oh my gosh, yes! The Toyota Camry! And we just unveiled the all-new 2025 Camry. It's redesigned, it's right over there, so check it out right after our chat.
That's right, check it out after the show. There's a new exterior, brand new tech on the interior. In fact, it has our 5th generation hybrid technology and available in front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. Now, before we end the show and play our fun game, I want to ask one more trivia question. Does anyone remember the name of the vehicle that we unveiled a little over a year ago? It is a premium, powerful, hybrid, all-wheel drive sedan. Someone has an interior that'll knock your socks off. Anyone else? It's that one right over there. Does anyone know? Or you can ask him, he knows. Toyota.
Which one is it?
Crown.
Yeah, it's the Crown.
All right, you pick somebody.
Yeah,
to
the
give this
Toyota
to.
Crown, and we like to call it the sedan reimagined. If you take a look at it, you'll notice it sits about 4 inches higher than the traditional sedan. It's also sporty, it's amazing, and underneath the hood, you're going to find our Hybrid Max powertrain. It gets you 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds.
That is pretty impressive.
It's pretty good.
And you probably already know this too, but it can park itself. It has advanced parking. digital key and $2 charging for your phone.
Do you want to just give the rest of this
Yeah, you're
presentation?
so smart.
Just kidding. So you know what? Not only do we have awesome stylish cars, but Toyota makes safety not cost extra. So we've got Toyota safety sense standard on all of these cars that we just mentioned. Very cool.
Ooh, it makes me want to go on a road trip with everybody.
Fun! Who wants to go on a road trip with us? Yeah? Yeah, awesome. How about you be in charge of snacks? Is that cool?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
Well, you need doggy
So
treats.
if we drive to Kentucky, then we'll see where we build the Camry. If we went south of there to Mississippi, we'll find the Corolla plant.
You know, we have 10 manufacturing plants in the United States. We're very proud of that fact. So, in honor of a road trip so across America, let's play a game. A game we like to call Higher or Lower.
We need 2 contestants to play our game. Anyone want to play? Who wants to play?
I saw your hand first right there.
Whoa.
Right there.
All
So
right.
stand next to Annalise.
Come on over. Stand right here. So we've got our arrows for our contestants. Turn around and face your audience.
Right,
Let's
face
meet
it.
our players.
All right,
Ready?
player numero uno. What is your game? Is it? Masha? Okay, and how old are you? Okay, so are you good at math? This is a numbers game. Oh, okay, let me think. How about this? 2 plus 2? All right, you're better than you thought. Give him a round of applause.
You're gonna do just fine. Yeah, awesome. What's your name, my friend?
Miguel.
Miguel. And Miguel, where are you from? What city or state?
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Cool, cool.
That's
Awesome.
far.
So how are your math skills, Miguel?
Good.
Good? Okay, cool. All right, let's test it out. So it's 2 plus 2.
Yeah.
Let's give you a test. What is the square root of 740,250? Girl?
What is that?
I don't know. Good question. I was asking you. It'll remain a mystery. How do we play this game, April?
All right, it's going to be way easier than that. Annalise is going to give you a number, and it's going to be the wrong number, okay? But all you have to do is decide if the actual number is higher or lower than the number we said. And the audience can help you out because I'm going to give prizes to the audience, too. So if you think it's higher, point your arrow up. If you think it's lower, point it down. If you get it right, you get a point. And the best out of 5 wins. It's as easy as that. Just stand next to Annalise so the audience can and face that. All right, are you guys ready? Let's do this.
All right, first question on higher or lower. 25 is your wrong number, okay? The number of years Toyota has been manufacturing vehicles here in the United States. Is it higher or lower than 25? Audience, why don't you weigh in? Higher or lower? Higher or lower? Higher or lower? We're seeing a lot of hires out here. We've got higher here, higher here. April, what is the answer? It's higher! That's right, and the crowd goes wild! You go wild, we'll throw out prizes to you.
Because you know everything.
Oh yeah.
You guys are fun.
All right. 1 point to 1 point. Awesome. All right, let's put our arrows at neutral again for question 2 on higher or lower. 7 is your number. The number of manufacturing plants Toyota operates here in the United States. Is it higher or lower than 7? Audience, what do you think?
Higher or low? Higher or low? Higher or low?
Okay, so we're saying higher here. We're saying higher here. April, is it higher?
It's higher!
And the crowd goes wild! Whoa! Awesome! Excellent! Oh, right. So we've got, and there are actually, does anyone remember how many manufacturing plants we have? We have 10.
Who said
We have
10?
10 manufacturing plants here in the U.S. All right, so question 3 on higher or lower. 37. The number of years Toyota Camry has been the best-selling car in America. Is it higher or lower than 37? So now that, wait, that's in a row.
Wait, in a row?
In a row, how many years has the Camry been the best-selling car in America? Higher or lower than 37? Higher or lower? Higher or lower? Higher or lower? Higher or lower here. You got lower here. April, is it lower?
Oh, guys, it's actually
Lower! That's right! So we tried to trick you there. 37 years of manufacturing here in the U.S., but the Camry's only been the best-selling car in America for 22 years in a row. That's pretty great, though, still, I think, right? Awesome, you guys are doing great. 3 points here, 3 points here. 2 to go on higher or lower. 750,000. The number of Toyotas assembled in the United States each year. Is it higher or lower than 750,000? Audience, what do you think? Higher or lower? Higher or lower? Higher or lower? Ooh, see a lot of hires. We've got higher here. And you are thinking you're going lower. Oh, April wants to say something. Oh. Okay. He's going to change his answer to higher. All right, we got higher here. April, what's the answer?
right, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. It's been pretty fun checking out all these vehicles out here at the show. I'm glad I got to experience it while I'm here in New York. And yeah, the future's looking pretty bright for a lot of these car manufacturers. A lot of cool stuff coming out. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. Peace out.